Hey, Tom, can you check my sound? I didn't plug in the microphone until after I was already in the app, so now I'm concerned. So, and I'm also going to mess with the camera angle. Hey, yay. So today's the last day for me to go look at Halloween decorations because tomorrow is a rest day. And there's this one house, which I took pictures of at night, but you know, night pictures can be a little weird and the pictures are red. So, but because of the storm over the weekend, all of his skeletons were down. So I was like, so we walked over there today, and his Jack Skellington didn't survive the storm. But what he did was pretty incredible. He retooled his display, and so now he has his Boris skeleton holding Jack Skellington's suit. He centered the grave that he had in there, put Jack Skellington's head there, and then he arranged all of the skeletons around it. And gave them like black roses. I was just like, so it's now a tribute to Jack Skellington. I was like, way to make, I don't know what metaphor I was going for there, but it's gone. So, but it was really neat. I was like, you know, he really, I guess a way to turn trash into treasure. He turned a disaster into something pretty incredible. So, okay, we are doing Your Spiritual Power. Let's do the housekeeping. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. Website is creativelife.org. Constant contact email, info@creativelife.org. If you will email that, you get on a constant contact list. You get one email a week, unless something unusual happens. We do have weird storms around. It wasn't even a hurricane over the weekend. You know, it was just a messy storm because it's been so hot here and we got a cold front and it was bad. That would be the only reason. If something unusual happens, you would get an extra email. The hot links are hot in the email, tells you what's going on for the week and the month, and it's a blind CC. Nobody's going to see your email. You won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us. I mentioned the social media only from the standpoint of we do not monetize it. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So what we ask you to do instead, go like, subscribe, follow based on which platform you are on, and then engage with the individual posts. So react to the post, comment on the post, share the posts. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center or Creative Life Spark, and I'm the running reverend on all the social medias that I am on. So, and it's a free, easy way to support both me and the center. So, because again, I don't monetize mine either. Like, I don't want to give them any more money than they've already got. They got more money than they know what to do with. And they're not doing anything useful with it. So, okay. So now Your Spiritual Power is a collection, and it is a collection of some of Ernest Holmes' rarer works, stuff that you might not find anywhere else. We happen to be working through Discover a Richer Life, which turns out is a collection of his articles about whatever from the Science of Mind magazine. So I think that's really cool. We're in part 2 now, which is practical prayer. And today we are going to do the essence of prayer and expanded awareness. And I just undid my trusty highlighter because Ernest has interesting ways of, he has interesting ways of putting things. So, okay. The essence of prayer and expanded awareness. In order to help ourselves and others through prayer, I believe that we have to have a clear consciousness and a deep sense of the inward meaning of what we do. We have to have a realization that each one of us is an outlet of the infinite because we are an inlet to it. Then I think we have to realize that there is nothing separate from God. When we use the word God, we mean truth, life, the absolute, the infinite, the spirit, everything that means that presence and power and intelligence in the universe that is the universe. We are not talking about a theological God, an old man with whiskers combing his beard, soaking the Baptists, and dry cleaning those who don't get immersed, or revealing itself to the Jews, not to the Gentiles, or saving the Adventists and ignoring the Methodists. There is no such God as the God many people believe in, and we should be very glad of that. Yeah, that turn of phrase would probably get us burned at the stake in a number of churches. By the word God, we mean life, intelligence, and action, the spirit within all nature, animating everything and animating ourselves. When we use the word God, we are saluting the divine presence in each other and in everything. The beauty that sees and imagines and paints the glory of a sunset or the softness of an early dawn, the aroma of the rose, the enthusiasm of a child at play, the intelligence of the philosopher, the worshipful attitude of the devotee. This is all God. The moment we draw a line against some part of the eternal presence, which is in all things, we shut ourselves off from it. In spiritual mind treatment or prayer, our purpose is to become actively aware of the unrestricted wholeness of this divine presence. And that paragraph right there is one of the reasons why both Jesse and I tend not to use the word God anymore. There are a whole lot of people who are allergic to the word God. And I get it. I don't happen to have an issue with it. And I think that has a lot to do with, I was raised military Catholic, not Catholic. And on military bases, religion's a little different because you have to accommodate everybody's faith, not just yours. So my attitude is very different. But it's one of the reasons why both Jesse and I have kind of leaned into using the divine, or any of the other words we use, because we understand, people have a certain connotation with the word God, and we want you to hear us and not be shut off by the word God. So, but this is the argument that Ernest is making. It's like, when we use the word God, we are talking about a whole lot of other things, not just that one idea. And we don't even believe in that one idea. Okay. Nothing ever happened to you or to me that need bind us if we free ourselves from the belief in it. This is why Jesus forgave people their sins. He knew that a new world is born every moment. A new spiritual time track, as it were, is created every moment. He knew that there is nothing that can bind humanity except ignorance of their true nature. Right now, today, any sequence of cause and effect may be intercepted and changed, and everything made new in our lives. That's just a really interesting way of saying that. If this were not true, Jesus never would have forgiven people their sins. If this were not true, no one could be healed physically or psychologically today. Analytical psychology and psychiatry and the practice of psychosomatic medicine would be impossible. No new habits could be formed, no transcendence of ancient experience. There would be no invention in science. That which has brought comfort to modern people, that which has brought luxury that other ages did not have, is not because the time had come when God decided to give us a gas range or an electric light or an automobile, but because humanity gradually accepted more of that which there is to be loosed. Out of the God that is, the world is eternally discovering a better God, and that's good. That's interesting. That's something to go away and think about. Out of the God that is, the world is eternally discovering a better God, and that is good. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Whatever in our experience seems to restrict, whatever appears to limit. Whatever seems to be the cause of our disturbances must be negated. Now that means that we turn from all our beliefs of bondage, whatever they may be. It doesn't matter who or how many people have believed in them. God, the absolute, God, the limitless infinite, God, the eternal love and givingness, is right where we are, in fullness. And that is a super important part, in fullness. Our own past must not be held against us, else we create new bondage out of an old image. As we turn within to that divine presence, we know that all the ages of the past, all the experiences we have ever had, do not matter today. Okay? Here and now we stand forth free from the burden of the past. If there has been what the world calls sin, we are forgiven. If there has been a sense of rejection, we now know that we are included in the divine love and wisdom. If there has been a sense of separation, we now reunite our imagination and will with that from which we have never been separated, nor could have been. There is one life, and we are that life. I am that which thou art. Thou art that which I am. Eternal and perfect, forever blessed. Within each one of us, circulating and flowing with the rhythm of the heartbeat of the universe, is but the one heart. There is but one circulation, unimpeded by anything we have done. And that whole system of circulation is the harmony and the joy of the flow and the return circuit of the divine intelligence and wisdom. We are guided and governed and sustained by an infinite mind which knows what to do within us, how to do it, and does it. There is one mind. That mind is God. That mind is in what we are doing. The eternal process of that mind, forever manifesting its limitless imagination and activity, is at the point of our own intelligence, thinking in what we are thinking, creating in what we are doing, and being what we are. There is nothing else. And we shall not be bound even by our own mistakes. We let no doubt or fear or thought of limitation restrict the flow of that. Hang on, let me try that again. We let no doubt or fear or thought of limitation restrict the flow of that which is omnipotent and present and forever blessed. We are animated by the essence of vitality and energy. We are stimulated by the enthusiastic imagination and the will of that which creates everything in the universe. And we abide in the stillness and tranquility and calm of the infinite peace, which knows no confusion or fear, the eternal life which needs no resurrection. Transcendent, triumphant, new, and perfect, springing perennially from the heart of the universe, in our own heart and mind and will and imagination. All creation is a proclamation of the Creator. All that is beautiful is the atmosphere of that eternal beauty and flows in harmony and symmetry through everything and makes one grand music of the spheres. The only presence in everything, the God eternal. We identify ourselves with this living presence. And that's it. Tomorrow we will go on to using the law of mind, a response to every thought. Now, that was beautiful and enthusiastic and wonderful and amazing, and I am better for having read it. And I know that there was that pause there, and it was because I was like, wow, like, and I couldn't say anything because I was like, it's so incredible. Like, I have nothing to add to that. Outside of when we think about that, because we were talking about turning away from the conditions. In the material world, we fully acknowledge it's messy. But when we go into treatment, that's where we go. This is where we go. We go to that place where nothing has ever been wrong, where nothing could ever be wrong, where everything is in divine order and in divine symmetry. We go there and we sit there and we do our work there. And then we bring that back into the messiness that the material world is. And when we do that, the material world is a little less messy. And when we keep doing that, it stays less messy and continues to get less messy and comes closer to the divine order. There's no such thing as fate, but there is a better way. And it's up to us to do it. All right, beloveds. I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, wondrous day, fantastic day, magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a we got this day, it's time to wrap this week up day, have you bought your Halloween candy yet day, a drink plenty of water day, and enjoy the really cool weather today, which is why we walked instead of biked today, a tell somebody you love them day, a do something just for yourself day, a cuddle your fur babies day. The cooler weather makes them a little extra cuddly. A you got this day, a good day, and if that is too much pressure, because I know occasionally it is, simply have a day. You are enough just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are spirit in motion, God in action, a brilliant light and a divine spark, and a beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time at your own pace. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. Explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. And from there, anything is possible. Anything at all. All right, beloveds. Yep, anything at all is possible. I said it. Okay. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9-ish tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time.